the transformer went underwater and we had no power for 3 days. This is going to peak way over that sometime tonight, tomorrow, mid-morning, we've been told. And the transformer is definitely going to go underwater. We've asked them to move it. All they would have to do is move it 100 meters up the road and we wouldn't have this issue. But turns out that takes hundreds of thousands of dollars and they're not willing to do that, even though they've got all of these extra developments going in and so many more people are affected. But that's a chat for another day. So we're looking at losing power. So we are preparing for a stuck at home pantry challenge with no power. We do have gas cooking and we do have gas hot water, although I'm unsure if the water, like I know the water heats via gas, but I'm unsure if we have hot water when there is no power. We haven't tested it in the 2 years we've been here, but we do have gas cooktops. We obviously can't light them. We'll have to light them externally with a candle, but we can boil water and we can cook food. So that's really good. So what am I doing to prepare now? I know the power is probably going to go out. That's sort of what this is going to be about. So the plan at the moment, and I'm making it up as I go along, is one, we're going to tidy the house, get the house clean so we know where everything kind of is, make sure there's nothing on the floor, you know, kids' shoes, toys, clothes, because I do have children and they are disgusting and messy, so that nobody's going to trip in the dark. One, make sure their bathroom is clean, tidy, have everything they need so that I can boil water and they can have a warm bath. Get that done. I've got a drying rack out and I'm going to get hubby to run me a clothesline inside in the garage, hopefully maybe, to hang out some of the clothes that are wet, that I've washed, that have not been, that just aren't getting dry. And I obviously don't have a dryer at the moment, which is part of the reason we have a dryer, is for these situations. It can be several weeks before when we have rain and no sunshine to dry anything. So I'm going to get him to hook me up a extra clothesline so at least I can dry some towels and some basics. I'm going to try and wash some of the baby stuff to make sure he has everything he needs and we have everything, like everybody just has a basic amount of everything. I'm filling up water bottles at the moment, just old water bottles that we keep for click and collect. I haven't thrown the lids out on them yet, all of them. So anything that has a lid, I'm going to fill up with water, clean out, fill up with water, put the lid on, freeze them on my super freeze setting, and fill my freezers with big frozen bottles of water. The last 2 days I've had a super freeze on the 2 freezers that have that option, so that whenever the power goes out, everything is as frozen and as cold as humanly possible. Also, it costs less to run a freezer if it's full because it's sort of they're just maintaining the temp rather than trying to bring it down and keep the air temperature inside cool. And the tighter things are packed, the slower they defrost, which is part of the reason I've been keeping the HelloFresh ice blocks and stacking them around my milk to try and keep it as one big solid block, so that if the power goes out, it's obviously going to thaw on top first, make its way down, then there's the ice packs, then there's the milk. So as long as humanly possible, we can keep that good because that is obviously my baby's food. So I'm going to fill up all the freezers with as much of that as possible. I'm going to move anything that can be frozen that's in the fridge to the freezers now. I'm going to make kind of a plan for some easy meals that we can make that involves me opening the freezers as little as possible and opening the fridge as little as possible to keep it cool as long as possible. I'm going to pre-cook some meat so that we have that and we can have that if the power goes out. Simple and easy, and I can just do some vegetables that I keep in the cupboard, like sweet potato, pumpkin, all of that. I have that, some of those in the bottom of the cupboard. Don't have to open the fridge for that, but I have the pre-cooked meat. We can have that for lunch today, dinner tonight, whether the power's on or off. If the power's on, I might cook another bit of meat that's defrosted just to, so I have something set aside kind of thing. I'm going to go through, I'm going to clean the stockpile, make sure everything's in its place so I can see it easily by candlelight, so I can make food simple and easy. I'm going to tidy up my pantry, same thing, same reasons. I'm going to go into my boxes from when we moved in 2 years ago. I have a stovetop kettle, I'm going to bust that out, that'll make it easier so at least we can have tea and coffee for while our milk's good and use up the milk. I'm also getting candles and setting up candle stations. I have torches. I have torches for my storm ready box. I'm going to do as much washing up as possible so that we have everything we need there.